counting on the Savior, resting in His love, trusting in His promises, yearning for His touch.
Around the year 1989 was the beginning of what I believe to be the spiritual journey for me and for the rest of my siblings. That was the year that we lost our baby sister, Beth. She drowned in our family pool, and shortly thereafter we lost our mother to a battle with cancer that pretty much everybody thought that she was going to beat, both the people standing in faith for her healing as well as the doctors themselves. And you know, it's interesting because that type of event is usually what turns people away from God, but miraculously it's what turned our family as a whole towards God. I sincerely believe one of the biggest things that had an impact on me as well as my siblings was watching our father exude the peace that passes understanding, peace that only God can give in that time. And he led us as a family towards God. He knew that God was his source of strength in spite of the horrible tragedy that befell upon him. And he showed us over the years that God was truly a friend, a father, a counselor, the one that could get us through such hardship.
Faithful to turn around every trial and pain. He will not forsake me now. He will live up to his name. Jesus, my rock, I will lean on. I will lean on. The road you have set for me has cut me down to size. Misery and suffering have stripped away my pride, but you've been faithful to turn around every trial and pain. You will not.
Something that I talk in ministry about quite frequently is number one, that we shouldn't be surprised by some of the trials that we face in this life, because ultimately Jesus told us thousands of years ago that we would face trouble. He says in John 16:33 that in this life you'll find trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world. And what's interesting is he also said something a few verses or a few chapters earlier that almost upon first glance sounds contradictory. He said that Satan came to steal, kill, and destroy, but I came so that you could have an abundant life. And we tend to never think of these two verses in context of each other. A lot of people think that an abundant life means that everything goes right all the time. And ultimately, when we marry these two trains of thought together, where he promises us on the one hand that we're going to find trouble, and on the other hand that he came so that we could have an abundant life, what does that look like together? Ultimately, to me, it means, and this is what I've seen in my personal life, it means that we will face the valley of the shadow of death. We will face hard times, but he will be our present help in times of trouble, and that we can experience peace that passes human understanding in spite of the hard things that go on. And the more that we take that to heart, that we know that He can be our present help in times of trouble, the more we will just automatically put our absolute faith and trust in Him first thing when life hits the fan, when things start going wrong. Our first response will be trust. And that's when we experience freedom for the first time.
Faithful to turn around every trial and pain. You will not forget.